And it's certainly not going to sort Kruger-Park's problems out. There's just way too many animals. But in the smaller reserves like this, it can work, and I think it's marvelous. I think we've got to grab opportunities like this, make use of the existing skills, and let's do it.
Mark, the number isn't confirmed as to how many elephant are potentially going to be culled at Kruger. It's 12,000, 14,000, 18,000. Those are the numbers that are being put out there. If one were to use relocation in conjunction with vasectomies, could we not bring that number down as to those that are going to be culled, so it becomes more like 6,000?
From the limited knowledge that I do have, I don't think there's any more place for elephants to be relocated to. You know, they've taken a lot of animals out, and the suitable lands that can hold elephants have been filled, and those are now the populations that are becoming a challenge in themselves because the elephants breed really well.
With no natural wild predators, elephant herds can swell to unmanageable sizes according to land carrying capacities. Each reserve is monitored to ensure the ecosystem is not thrown out of balance due to an increase or decrease of a specific species. And elephants can eat a lot, approximately 150 kilograms of foliage per day, placing tremendous stress on the vegetated environment.
Annelies, as the regional ecologist, what have you noticed in terms of the utilization of this land by the elephant?
Well, it was very clear from the study that the elephant seemed to be utilizing certain species, and between the species they utilize them in different ways. One of the examples is this Aloe marlotti, which they behead, and eventually the plant will die. Other species are uprooted. Species like Casonia spicata, they just annihilate completely. So to be ecologically responsible and to stay in line with the main objectives of the reserve, it was decided to control the numbers on the reserve.
Back to the bush surgery. With the laparoscope now going in, the invasive surgery starts. This is a critical stage, with the professionals working at optimum speed. Elephants are one of the most loved mammals on the planet, and this comes through in the respect the team share for the comatose elephant, always remembering that they're working on a living, breathing being. But will he be okay?
She's searching for the truth.
You're watching Wild Limited. Elephant vasectomies are a new method of contraceptive being tested in smaller reserves to control elephant populations. The vas deferens, or sperm tube, is removed from the testes to break the reproduction cycle of this bull and of the herd.
In relation to its body size, this vas difference is a small price to pay for controlling population size, especially when you consider that the two primary options are death or life without offspring.
And perhaps some would say that a life without offspring is a better option than facing a possible cull.
Well, how was the surgery?
The surgery went excellent. The animal's done very well under anesthesia. We were able to find what we needed to as far as the spermatic cord in record time and remove both sides. And we're just getting ready to put the final stitches in the skin and wake them up.
Okay, so this is what they call closure, right?
Oh, you're getting all technical on me. Yes. We're doing a skin closure. We're going to use a combination of an absorbable equine suture, and we're going to also use a couple stainless steel sutures to add some extra strength.
Will these stitches just naturally dissolve or kind of push out over a period of time?
Both of those things. The ones, the synthetic material that we use will actually be absorbed over time, and then these will just be rubbed out. And we've seen with the animals we've done before that when we come back and remove the radial collars, that the skin is healed wonderfully, no signs of infection, and that there have been, the sutures have all been rubbed out.
Mark, it feels like a very dramatic surgery. Do you know if the elephant's going to feel any pain when he wakes up?
Well, we do give it a painkiller as far as an injection. And we certainly know from humans and other animals, there's some discomfort with any kind of surgery. But certainly from what we've seen, and we've been observing with these animals for years now, they don't have any real problems as far as they get up, walk away very quickly. They eat, and if they're in a group situation, they often go right back with the groups in a pretty quick time.
While the surgical team is finishing off, it's time for the elephant to be collared. Why? Well, it's the best post-operative care to monitor and make sure he recovers fully and to track his movements for data collection. With the procedure over, the reversal drugs are being prepared. The intubator is removed and it's now time for him to breathe through his trunk again. Everything has gone smoothly, and besides a little discomfort and disorientation when he comes round, this healthy young elephant is none the wiser as to what's happened.
Doe, the elephant's been down for about 2.5 hours, so it was a fairly quick surgery.
Yeah, the surgery was quick. The guys obviously are trained. You know, we've done quite a few, so now it's a question of just perfecting it. So this was very quick. It's our quickest operation yet.
Now, you're giving 2 antidotes. Why is that?
Yeah, we're giving naltrexone and 50/50.
Okay, and in it goes.
You can see the blood is bright red, and which is typical.
Okay.
Come, let's just pull back. I wouldn't suggest you stand there. You know what's going to happen first is the ear is going to fall back. And then he's going to have leg movement.
That was quick.
Yeah, he was already awake when we were there. And the elephant will first, he will rock up on his back and then stand up in the front and then go. Yeah.
There he goes.
Okay. And then you should get up. He obviously would be a bit lame on some. That's it. And you get rid of all the things.
Whoops.
But he's fine. He's 100%. And now he's going to fiddle with the collar.
Does that feel strange and new? Right now, I suppose he's going to go off and join his herd again.
He'll go straight back to them, yeah.
I suppose a nice watering hole would be nice.
Wie staan daar? You see somebody was standing with JJ. The oaks must die. Come.
Good job, everybody. Thanks.
Okay. Hang on, he's coming back.
Just stand still, everybody. Just stand still.
Phew. Well, even an elephant has his pride, and getting the snip is no reason for applause. As he rejoins his herd, we ponder the consequences of our human actions. By imposing fences and stopping natural migration, we've created the elephant population problem, and it's now our duty to manage it. Not a viable solution for large parks, vasectomies can prevent future population explosions at small reserves and set the blueprint for more effective conservation management. Digital technology provided by Sony South Africa. Production vehicles supplied by Mitsubishi.